Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, and I'm calling it Wiggley Wednesday because I have stories for you today about squiggly, squirmy things like worms and spiders and flies and all kinds of creepy crawlies, beetles. Just wait till you hear. So thank you so much for inviting me into your day today. I hope that you're having a good day. Let's get started, shall we? Our first story today is from Shel Silverstein's Where the Sidewalk Ends, and it's called Standing. Standing on my elbow, with my finger in my ear, biting on a dandelion and humming kind of queer, while I watch a yellow caterpillar creeping up my wrist. I lean on a tree and I said to me, why am I doing this? That's a silly little one, isn't it? There's no pictures, sadly, but here's my creepy little caterpillar. I like caterpillars, actually. I think they're kind of fun. Well, what do you say? We say hello. Oh, hello, how are you? Oh, hello, how are you? Oh, hello, how are you? I'm just fine today. I'm glad to see you here today. I'm glad to see you here today. Glad to see you here today. I'm so glad to see you. Now how about we make ourselves squiggly wiggly worms? Can you crawl on the floor like a little squiggly worm? Crawl on the floor like a squiggly worm and crawl on the floor like a squiggly worm and crawl on the floor like a squiggly worm. I'm so glad to see you. Ooh, that was good. I like that. Let's see, what else can we do? Can we flap our wings like a butterfly? Flap your wings like a butterfly and flap your wings like a butterfly and flap your wings like a butterfly. I'm so glad to see you. Let's see, you know what? Why don't we stick out our tongues? Like who has a tongue? Who has a proboscis? A mosquito? How about we do that? Oh, or maybe it's a butterfly that actually has the proboscis. So let's buzz like a mosquito instead. Buzz round the moon like a mosquito. Buzz like a moon like a mosquito. Buzz round the room like a mosquito. I'm so glad to see you. Now, how about we still make a funny face? We can make a funny face like we're seeing a spider come into the room or like we're seeing a squiggly squaggy, something that we don't like very much. Here we go. Make a funny face as funny as you can and make a funny face as funny as you can and make a funny face as funny as you can. I'm so glad to see you. Okay, let's wave hello, shall we? Let's wave hello. Here we go. Hello, how are you? Oh, hello, how are you? Oh, hello, how are you? I'm just fine today. Excellent, you guys. Well, good morning, good morning, good morning, and good big morning wake-up call for all of you guys today. And today we're going to get started right away with a fun story called Anansi the Spider. This is a tale from Ashanti. The Anansi the Spider by Gerald McDermott. And if you have been watching my story time, you know Gerald McDermott has done some really wonderful stories for us. We did Zomo the Rabbit and Papagayo. Both of those were by Gerald McDermott. And I love Gerald's drawings and artwork. This is Anansi the Spider, a tale from the Ashanti. Anansi the Spider, a tale from the Ashanti, adapted and illustrated by Gerald McDermott. To my mother and father. Now this is Ghana, a place in Africa. Anansi. He is Spider to the Ashanti people. In Ashanti land, people love this story of Kwaku Anansi. Time was, Anansi had 6 sons. first son was called Sea Trouble. He had the gift of seeing trouble a long way off. Second son was Road Builder. Thirsty son was River Drinker. Next son was Game Skinner, and another son was Stone Thrower, and last of the sons was Cushion. He was very soft. All were good sons of Anansi. So see, Anansi has 6 sons. One time, Anansi went a long way from home, far from home. He got lost, and he fell into trouble. Oh dear. Look what happened to Anansi. He fell into the water, and he was eaten by a fish. Back home was son Sea Trouble. "Father is in danger!" he cried. He knew it quickly, and he told the other sons. Road Builder's son said, "Follow me!" So there's Sea Trouble, and he sees it happening, and Road Builder says, "Follow me," and he built a web road, because that's what spiders do. They build webs. Off he went, making a road, and they went fast, those 6 brothers, gone to help Anansi. Where is Father now? Do you see that big fish? Let's see where he is. Oh, fish has swallowed him. Anansi is inside fish. River Drinker took a big drink. No more river. Then Game Skinner helped Father Anansi. He split open the fish. Oh, look. Can you see Anansi peeking out? More trouble came right then. Oh my goodness, poor Anansi. Do you see that big bird? It was Falcon, and he took Anansi up into the sky. "Quick, Stone Thrower!" The stone hit Falcon. Anansi fell through the sky. Now Cushion ran to help Father. Very soft, Anansi came down. It's a good thing Cushion is so soft. Oh, they were very happy, that spider family. All home again that night, Kwaku Anansi found a thing in the forest. "What is this? A great globe of light? Oh, mysterious and beautiful! I shall give this to my son," said Anansi, "to the son who rescued me. But which son of the 6? Which deserves the prize?" That's a pretty hard question, don't you think? Considering the fact that they all helped. "Naomi! Can you help me, oh Naomi?" called Anansi. For Ashanti people, Naomi is the god of all things. Look at Naomi. Anansi asked this of Naomi: "Please hold the beautiful globe of light until I know which son should have it for his own." And so they tried to decide which son deserved the prize. They tried, but they could not decide, and they argued all night. Naomi saw this. The god of all things, he took the beautiful white light up into the sky. And he keeps it there for all to see. It is still there. It will always be there. It is there tonight. So see, that's how we ended up, according to the Ashanti legend, with the moon up in the sky. Because Naomi took it way up into the sky when he heard all that fighting. And it's a better place for it to be shared by everyone, don't you think? Well, I thought maybe we should do a song story about a spider. Let's do the Itsy Bitsy Spider. If you know this one, you can make your fingers into a spider, like this, with your 4 fingers. I'm gonna go like this. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Up came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. Should we do that all together one more time? Here we go. If you know the hand motions, come and help me. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Up came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. Very good. Well, I have another story for you about Anansi. Anansi is one of those characters that appears over and over and over in many African tales. This is a storybook called A Twist of the Tale. These are animal stories from around the world, with the stories told by Mary Hoffman and illustrations by Jan Ormerod. A Twist of the Tale. I like the pictures in this one. A twist of the tale. And here, let me see if I can show you this little picture right here, just because it's so beautifully done. There's a nice parrot and a bunny. The story we are going to be reading is about Anansi. This is for Isabella and Miranda, whose mother, Janetta, had the idea for this book, and for Andrea. I want to show you those pretty flowers. Aren't those pretty? A Twist of the Tale, Animal Stories from Around the World, by Mary Hoffman, with illustrations by Jan Ormerod. Oh, look at all these amazing animals. There's a pelican and a parrot. Aren't the colors beautiful? This is called A Birthday Surprise, an Anansi story from the Caribbean. Anansi was a spider, and a very tricksy one too, but sometimes he was a man. He could change whenever he wanted. Anansi had a birthday coming up, and his wife decided to throw a surprise party for him and invite tiger, dog, monkey, and goat. Although the animals loved parties, they weren't all that sure about accepting. Anansi was famous for taking other people's food. Perhaps it's a trick, said Goat. Perhaps it's not really his birthday at all, said Dog. Perhaps he will surprise us, and it will be on us, said the Monkey.
Oh, but perhaps there will be chocolate cake,
said Tiger. That made up their minds for all of them. They all loved chocolate cake, but they couldn't decide what to get Anansi for a present.
Gloves,
suggested the Goat.
We'd have to buy 4 pairs, said Dog.
Shoes, said Monkey.
Same problem,
said Tiger. In the end, they settled on a plump white chicken for Anansi to keep in his backyard. That way he won't keep stealing ours, they said. And they put the chicken in a basket and set out for Anansi's house. Look at all those beautiful animals. There's a goat and a tiger and a dog and a monkey and a chicken in a basket. But on the way, a terrible wind sprang up and blew the chicken out of the basket, up into the air, and into the next village, and down into Mr. Man's cooking pot. Now the animals didn't have a present. When they arrive at Anansi's house and he saw the empty basket, he flew into a big tantrum and the animals fled. Let me show you this picture here with, oh, look at the monkey and the tiger and the goat and the dog, and look, there goes the chicken flying way high. There goes that chicken. And Anansi having a tantrum. Oh, is this the surprise? He screamed, stamping all his 8 feet. An empty basket? Go away! No cake for you! And Anansi sat at the table, and he put on his party hat and he blew his party whistle. He tied a red balloon to his chair, and his wife sang him happy birthday. Shall I cut the cake? She asked. No, said Anansi sadly. It's no fun eating cake on your own. Perhaps they were just getting their own back for all the tricks I played on them. And he sent them a message. It was sent by carrier pigeon, and it said, Please come back and help me eat my cake. Anansi. P.S. No more tricks. Good, said Tiger. He's going to give up his tricks. Let's go. There's Anansi having his little tantrum. But the wind, who had taken the chicken, peeked in at Anansi's window and saw him looking so sad on his birthday. Wind felt sorry for him. So as the animals made their way back to Anansi's party, Wind curled around a tree, and it shook it and shook it and shook it until a big coconut fell into the basket. Next, Wind plucked a bunch of wildflowers from the field and blew them into the basket. And then he scooped up 2 speckled-brown eggs from a chicken coop and dropped them into the basket. And finally, Wind startled a peacock and made it drop 2 beautiful tail feathers, which he whisked away into the basket. So when they arrived, the 4 friends were laden with presents for the birthday spider. "Ooh!" squealed Anansi. "Presents!" He cracked open the coconut and drank the milk. And he put the flowers in a vase and the eggs in his larder. And he stuck the 2 peacock feathers in his party hat and strutted around the room on his 8 hairy legs, very pleased with himself. The 4 friends ate as much cake as they possibly could, and Mr. Man's family ate as much chicken stew as they could. It was a day of surprise treats all around. Look at that big, beautiful basket filled with treats. It ended up being a very good party for Anansi after all, didn't it? Sometimes it's nice to get surprise presents. Sometimes we get a little upset when something happens that we didn't expect. But things always have a way of turning around, don't they? Well, I want to sing you a song. This is a very silly song about a spider. And it's very, 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 very silly. There's a spider on my knee, and he's crawling over me. Oh, what should I do? Should I give a little giggle when his hairy legs go tickle? Gee, I wonder what I really ought to do. Hey, Mr. Spider, have some apple cider. How about a cookie or 2, 3, 4? Well, I want to be polite and treat the spider right, 'cause he's a living thing and he's got feelings too. Now he's crawling on my middle, and I'm trying not to giggle. Oh, what should I do? 'Cause I'm kind of full of alarm as he's crawling up my arm. Gosh, I wonder what I really ought to do. Hey, Mr. Spider, have some apple cider. How about a cookie or 2, 3, 4? Well, I want to be polite and treat the spider right, 'cause he's a living thing and he's got feelings too. Now I'm kind of full of dread, 'cause he's crawling on my head. Oh, Ma, what should I do? Should I give a little sneeze, blow him in the breeze? Really wonder what I ought to do. Oh, hey, Mr. Spider, have some apple cider. How about a cookie or 2, 3, 4? Well, I want to be polite and treat the spider right, 'cause he's a living thing and he's got feelings too. Hey, wait! He's crawling out of sight. with a smile of pure delight. Guess he knows I'm a living thing with feelings too. Oh, hey, Mr. Spider, half apple cider. How about a cookie or 2, 3, 4? Well, I want to be polite and treat that spider right, 'cause he's a living thing and he's got feelings too. What do you know? Spiders have feelings too. Well, I'd like to read you one last little story, and that is from A.A. Milne's Now We Are Sick, with decorations by Ernest H. Shepard. Now, this is one of my all-time favorites. I know I say that a lot, but this was one of my all-time favorites from when I was a little girl, and my mom used to read these to me. This is called Forgiven, although we always used to refer to it as Beetle. So I would always say, Mommy, 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 read me Beetle, read me Beetle. But it's really called Forgiven. I found a little beetle. So Beetle was his name, and I called him Alexander, and he answered just the same. I put him in a matchbox, and I kept him all the day. And Nanny let my beetle out. Yes, Nanny let my beetle out. She went and let my beetle out, and Beetle ran away. Dear, see? There's the beetle running away. She said she didn't mean it, and I never said she did. She said she wanted matches and just took off the lid. She said that she was sorry, but it's difficult to catch an excited sort of beetle you've mistaken for a match. She said that she was sorry, and I really mustn't mind, as there's lots and lots of beetles which she's certain we could find. If we looked about the garden for holes where beetles hid, and we'd cut another matchbox and write Beetle on the lid. Poor Nanny, she looks very frightened. We went to all the places which a beetle might be near, and we made a sort of beetle noise, which beetles like to hear. And I saw a kind of something, and I gave a sort of shout, a beetle house, and Alexander Beetle coming out. It was Alexander Beetle, I am certain as can be, and he had a sort of look as if he thought it must be me. And he had a sort of look as if he thought he ought to say, I'm very, very sorry that I tried to run away. And Nanny's very sorry too, for you know what she did. And she's writing Alexander very blackly on the lid. So Nan and me are friends because it's difficult to catch an excited Alexander you've mistaken for a match. And can you see why I like that one so much? My mom and I used to go, Alexander, Alexander, 'cause Nanny let my beetle out. Yes, Nanny let my beetle out. Oh, Nanny let my beetle out, and Beetle ran away. I never had a beetle for a pet, but I did have a mouse, and we used to call him Mousie. And Mousie ran away, just like Beetle, but I never found Mousie again. Well, everybody, it's been fun, and I hope that you will come and join me again tomorrow, because tomorrow I'll have more stories and songs for you. Right now, it's time to say goodbye. Goodbye, Jocelyn. Goodbye, Cedric. Goodbye, Connor. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, Eli. Goodbye, Lily. Goodbye, Maya. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, Madeline. Goodbye, Catherine. Goodbye, Frangelica. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, Jocelyn. Goodbye, Delilah. Goodbye, Charlotte. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, JC. Goodbye, Alfie. Goodbye, Susie. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, everybody. I will see you tomorrow. So let's give each other a big high five. And And one from me to you. And how about a nice big hug to get us through the day? So take one hand, put it on one shoulder. Take the other hand, put it on your other shoulder. And close your eyes and squeeze really, really tight. That's a big hug from me to you. Goodbye, everybody. I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Don't let the spiders get ya.